Okay, we've got something here, but it's obviously not what we want. There's several issues with this. Most obviously, the ball isn't bouncing. It's just arcing through the shot. And additionally, we have a slow in, slow out. It's picking up speed as it comes out of its resting position, and it's also slowing down when it gets to its final position. We can fix all of this by adjusting the keyframe interpolation in the graph editor. Interpolation is the computer filling in all the missing data between the keyframes. Select the ball, rewind back to frame 1, and go to Window, Animation Editors, Graph Editor. And what we want to do here is adjust several of these channels. We have Translate X, that's the position left to right. And if I select that and press the F key on the keyboard, we can see that curve. And we're seeing the ease in, ease out right there. This curve is the value of the selected channel for the selected object plotted against time. Time runs left to right, and the value runs up and down. This is telling me that the X position or translate value is increasing over time. In areas where the curve is steep, the object is moving faster. And in areas where it's flattened out, the object is moving more slowly or even stopped. We want the object to move, in this case, at a linear rate of speed from left to right. To make that happen is quite a simple matter. Each one of these dots is a keyframe. We don't actually need the center keyframe here. We can activate the Select tool on the main toolbox over here. And then in the graph editor, drag a rectangle to select that keyframe. And then press the Delete key on the keyboard and it's erased. Now we want to adjust this ease in, ease out that's happening automatically. To do that, select both of the keyframes by dragging a big rectangle, and then go up here to the Graph Editor toolbar. And this section up here allows you to control the interpolation by setting different options for the tangent handles on this curve. These little boxes here are the tangent handles. So with those keyframes selected, I can go up here and choose linear tangents. Click on that. And now we've got a straight line. All right, let's now go to Translate Y. And once again, press the F key to frame. And we can see that we're getting this arc. What we really want is two arcs. We want an arc going up and then down, hitting the ground, and then going up and then down again. We can manipulate the tangent handles directly with the Move tool. Select the Move tool in the toolbox, and then drag a rectangle around the keyframe to select it. And additionally, drag a rectangle around the tangent handle to select it, and then you can manipulate it. And what we're doing here is we're changing the height of the ball over time. And do that over here as well. In the center here, though, I have a problem. If I try to move up one side, the other side moves down. And that's because the tangent handles are locked. We want to break them. Select the keyframe. And then once again, up on the Graph Editor toolbar, there's a section for tangent handles. And we want to break the tangent handles. Here it is, Break Tangents. Click on that. And now there are two different colors for the incoming tangent and the outgoing tangent. And we can manipulate them separately and get a nice sharp bounce there. All right, let's minimize the graph editor for a moment and see what that looks like. Press play. Okay, not too bad. Go back to the graph editor. If we want full control over this, we would want to stretch the length of the tangent handles. You'll notice that as I move this around, I'm not able to adjust the length of the handle. Unlike a standard Bezier curve that you're used to from a program like Illustrator or After Effects, the tangent handles in Maya are locked and fixed in length by default. But we can change that. We just have to jump through a couple of hoops to make it happen. Select the curve or any keyframe on the curve, and in the Graph Editor menu, go up to Curves, Weighted Tangents. And now the tangent handles change. You can see for selected keyframes, the tangent handles have become longer. We can move around in the graph editor with the same keyboard shortcuts that we do in the viewports. Alt and middle mouse in order to move around. Alt and right mouse to zoom in and out. So we've got weighted tangents, but they're still not stretchy. If we want them to be stretched, we have to unlock them too. I'll select all the keyframes. And then once again, back up on the graph editor toolbar, we can unlock by clicking free tangent weight. And you'll know that the tangents are free when they have little open squares at the ends. All right, so we can select that and move it now. Now we have full control over our Bezier curve, just like we're used to from After Effects and a lot of other programs. Okay, so I've adjusted the shape of that curve. Let's see what it looks like in the viewport once again. Rewind and play back. So it's okay. It looks like the ball needs to be closer to the camera. I can just move it forward in Z, but I need to unlock Translate Z to do that. Select Translate Z, go to Channels, Unlock Selected, and then grab the Move tool and just move it forward a bit. That's not changing the animation. There are no keyframes on Translate Z. So I've just shifted the animation forward a bit. Okay, so we've got a pretty basic bounce here. Let's go ahead and increment and save once again.